And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Irish taking on the Tigers. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Jones. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him, 1 away on the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now the number 2 hitter. Next offering is in for a strike. Schultz with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
That's hard hit in the line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. He's safe.
That's heads-up base running. That's the kind of stuff that fires up a dugout.
The catcher, number 17, Moises Ballesteros.
Moises Ballesteros, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next offering is down low. Man at second.
Full count.
Slings it across. 2 away. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And, Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here with my pal Singy, our starting pitcher in this one, Joey Wheeler. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Joe Daniels.
Inside.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. And that one fouled off. That one at 95 missed up top. 3-2 now. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the left fielder. Swing and a foul straight back. Slider misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now it's filled up. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The notches strikeout number 150 this season.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Now at the plate, Kenny Jackson. Fought off foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
So 2 down now, and here is Michael Scott. Ball to strike. The pitch. That's to third. Shaw throws to first in time, and that is the third out of the inning. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Stanton. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Two now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Hauls it in for the out.
The third baseman, number 20.
Here's the third baseman. And misses inside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Batting 7.
And now the center fielder. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, left side. Tosses to first.
Out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, number 8.
Center fielder, number 8.
Two.
Pretty rare location
Okay.
right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That
2-1.
one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Casey makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, Jacob Brady.
So digging in, Jacob Brady. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Hard hit to third. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, number 24. Tap foul at the plate.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Zips it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting up, the first baseman, James Perkins.
And now the first baseman, James Perkins.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Williams. And that is out of play. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates
Third
this
baseman,
season.
Number 23.
There's a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now it's the second baseman. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Towards first. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Joe Daniels.
Now it's the shortstop, Joe Daniels. Next pitch is
3-1.
outside. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a strike.
2. Full count.
Center field. Bateman makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
3.
And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly he was sitting on a
1-2.
fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Moises Ballesteros now at the plate.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hart pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Pitch
Ball.
misses there, and it's 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Two now. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 1st inning.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Stepping in, Anthony Stanton. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
The batter, number 20.
Now the third baseman. And that one hit to first. Brady takes it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back, bottom of the 4th. And now here is number 17. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
So up next, Kenny Jackson. One down, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And there's ball 4.
That's a ball. Take your base.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And now the center fielder. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a ground ball up the middle to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
First and second, 2 outs. Flowers digs in now. In the dirt, blocked.
1-2.
No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball 2.
Line to left, and it stays fair. Coming home, he will score, and they take the lead. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. The Tigers with the lead, 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, number 99. That one missed.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And that one is inside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That's smashed towards center. Montgomery makes the catch for the out. One away.
The batter, number 24.
Here's the left fielder. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And here's the first baseman, James Perkins. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that one ripped into right and foul ball.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
First baseman, Jacob Brady.
Finds its way through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's the third baseman. Brady aboard here at first with nobody out. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Here's the second baseman. Next offering is in for a strike. Back up the, oh, that got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
And the batter now, Joe Daniels. Late with the swing there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Shaw up and throwing. Hollowell also throwing. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first, and that is that. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And that
2-1.
skips into dirt. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Now the number 2 hitter. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the catcher, Moises Ballesteros. That one inside, ball 2. Two outs. Line drive, base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That's a ball.
And there's a ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the catch, inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. The Tigers out front here, 1-0.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Shaw.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Well, 1-run game. Now the left fielder. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And now the right fielder, Kenny Jackson. Right through there, got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Next pitch is outside. Movement in the bullpen. Andre Lara, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Two down, nobody on, and it's ball 4. He missed down low.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Scott off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Pitch misses. Full count now. Ethan Flowers up next. Runner at second, 2 down. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead.
Everything came together for him. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Ethan Flowers, and delivers outside. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And it's 2-zip. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. And now Anthony Stanton. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Elvis Peguero, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Hedrick, a left-hander, also throwing. That one missing inside. On the ground to third. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Now the third baseman. The tying run at the plate. And he swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tying run at the plate. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And now it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out looking. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jones is done, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching.
Elvis Peguero on to pitch here.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And now the center fielder.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Move to first.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base. Runner at second here, one gone. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Full count.
That's a really good take.
Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he grounds one back up the middle, tosses to first, and that's an out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the left fielder. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
One strike.
Runner at third, 2 away. Ground ball up the middle, makes a sliding stop. The throw, and it beats him. What a play. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Jacob Brady.
Misses off the inside. 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next pitch is downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Brady gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Throw, and they got him.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now back, second baseman, William Bearcoya.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brent Hedrick. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now the first baseman, James Perkins.
The first baseman, James Perkins.
Right through there for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Popped up. Makes the grab, 1 down. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
The batter, the shortstop,
Jacob Williams getting ready to hit.
Trying to keep that hitting streak alive. 10-game hitting streak for the young man.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And a ground ball to first. Brady takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That one way inside. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed. Moises Ballesteros waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
2 outs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Gavin Hollowell.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Joe Daniels now at the plate.
The shortstop, Joe Daniels.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball 2. 2-2.
To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now the number 2 hitter. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next
Ball.
offering is downstairs.
Full count.
Swing and a slow roller. Shaw. 2 up, 2 down.
He's out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
2 down. Base is empty. Next to hit, Kenny Jackson. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is even, 2-2. Just
no.
missed.
Full count.
Scott waiting for a turn at the plate. On the ground to third. Fires over to first.
He's out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, McKenzie.
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Moises Ballesteros. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that
Ball
big
2.
arm that really stands out.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 now.
When you got
No.
a catcher like this guy with a big
3-1.
arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
That's a
Started
check.
at the
Didn't go.
3-1. Now a check. And down to first we go. Didn't go.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And now the DH, Daddy.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And the tying run is on base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
So digging in, Anthony Stanton.
Well, if he gets the save here, he's going to have earned it. Just getting through this hitter is going to be a challenge enough. All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's the third baseman.
This is a big spot for a big-time player. Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's the center fielder. They're down to their final strike.
Well, he knows
1-2.
they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
McKenzie is just 1 strike away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. to the right side. And that is the ball game.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.